Okay, here is a look at the emini S&P for Thursday, October the 6th, 2011. Well, we had by the way, these are the market profiles here. We've got today's profile and its corresponding volume profile, and this is what occurred yesterday. The one in the middle is what occurred overnight. So we were looking for the market. Uh, we had areas at 33 and then at 26 as support within the context of this up auction. The market got down to 31 overnight and then hit just below 30, or right at 30 during the regular trading hours. It might have actually got down to 29, but it never did get down to 26. So this open here during the regular trading hours, the market started to rally. It Our next level up was around 48, and the market did spend some time up there, kind of going back and forth, and then it finally broke later in the day. Our next objective up was at 61, and the market hit 60.5, so it just came within 2 ticks of the projected high. So good movement in the market today, and we're expecting this up auction to continue. So the areas that we are expecting to find some support, the upper support, should it hold, which is very close to where the market closed, is up as high as 55. But below that we'll go down to 48 and then 46. Now the one thing you want to watch for tomorrow, of course, is the employment situation numbers, where they'll be released at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, New York time, which is an hour before the RTH, an hour before the regular trading hours open. So the market is likely to get pretty volatile and probably remain so, certainly in the morning. Um, Here is our profiles from the regular trading hours, and we also use them in our analysis. And here is our software showing our trades. And you can see that our filter, which is down below, this is where today started. So this is our what we call our filter, which is our intraday directional bias indication. And what we try and do, of course, is to line up the interday, that is the day-to-day directional bias, with the intraday. So we know that we were intraday going up, and so our preference was to be on the long side today. So we'd be looking for good trades to execute on the long side, within the context of these either dark or light green intraday indications. The very first trade that we had was a short trade right here, and it was actually signified that the auction was attempting to go lower at 34, which is just above the known support at 33, so we did not take that trade. The second trade that came along, as you can see right here, the blue up arrows are the long trades, the red down arrows are the short trades, and they all show a dashed line at the entry price. So this, by the time this one was triggered here, the market never did pull back, so we never did get a fill on that, never did get a fill on that, but we did get a fill here, and that bounced nicely in our favor, about 2.5 points, and backed off, so hitting our first two objectives on that. We had a short trade here. Obviously we're not going to take that, we're in the green environment, so we only had this long trade here. We had another series of short trades up in here, and of course none of them were taken because we're still in our green filter, and we'd want to at least have a barrier and or a red filter in order to take those trades, so that's why they were not taken. We did have two other long trades. As you can see, we had two blue up arrows here. The entry on the first, actually the second one that was triggered, was the first one entered, and it was entered right here, and that trade worked out quite nicely. It did reach our first two objectives, and we were filled on both of them, and a break even on the final 1/4 of our position. This next trade here had a really nice bounce from it, and moved 4 points in our favor. So worst case scenario was 1.25 points on the final partial. So even though we did have, and there was one other short trade here triggered that we did not take, we did not have the filter going in the intraday filter going our direction for that. So we ended up with three long trades. The first one here, This is our second entry right here, and this is our third entry right here. So it worked out very easily, and didn't move against us, but a couple of ticks each time on average, for only just 3 trades and 3 winners. So things worked out well today. Any questions or comments, just get a hold of us at info@eminidaytrader.com. Otherwise, thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you again tomorrow.